Hello one and all, I am Pal of Games and welcome to Hearthstone Arena Avenger. Today, I'm gonna take on the arena for like the second time on the channel, so fun. I hope that we can do some owning. What class shall we use? I'm feeling priest.
The light shall bring victory.
I hope it does. So it's going to be quite fun playing with all these new Nax cards within the arena. I don't think Wailing Soul's the best way to go, especially in environment where I don't know what I'm going to get. I've always liked Sunwalker as a card, and I think it's the most solid out of any three choices. Moving highly along, I suppose Circle of Healing has its merits, but it doesn't if I don't get the cards. But I will take a risk and hope it pays off. Unstable Ghoul has a lot of merits in terms of it helps against rush and low cost decks. It's been a card that's been growing on me a lot. It's a card that I didn't think I'd play a lot of, and it's got a place in my warrior deck. I'm thinking of considering playing it in a few other decks what are more control oriented. Goldshire Footman I would say is just a bad card, but I'm going to go with Shadow Word. I think quite an interesting pick here. I think we need a solid start, so we're going to go with Argent. The reason I won't pick Silvermoon is because it's a 3/3 with Divine Shield. It's kind of naff, and Temple Enforcers. It's solid stats, but meh. I don't know. I just feel that I need that early start. Out of them three picks, I think I'm gonna go with. I'm tempted to say Silence, but I'm gonna go with Flesh Eating. I think. Ooh, I definitely want Dark Cultist because I feel the stats are just phenomenal for a free cost, and definitely worth playing. Inner Fire, probably not. Although it does have its uses. Booty Bay, definitely not. Fin Creeper, definitely not. The reason I won't pick these two, and I think Inner Fire's got to be the choice. I'm actually not sure here. I'm like all over the place with this choice. I think I'm actually going to go with Fin Creeper, even though the stats are not great. I feel it's probably the most solid card out of the three I've been given. I was originally thinking maybe Inner Fire, but not with the current setup I've got. Ooh, so we've got an epic to choose from. And I think, especially since we're playing Control, we're going to go with Mountain Giant. There is arguments to be made for Shadow Priest, but we don't know what we're going to be up against. And Doomsday is kind of a card which would be useful, but we don't have any big hitters at the end to help us. So Mountain Giant's going to help with that. Out of these three, I think we're going to pick Fort Steel because it's going to sort of create a bit of mayhem. Silence kind of isn't that great. Scarlet Crusader is okay. It's got a lot to be said for it for a 3/1 with Divine Shield, but I think Fort Steel is going to be give us a nice advantage early on. Pint-sized Summoner, Ancient Watcher, and Emperor Cobra. I'm going to go with tough one. I've got a bit of I've got no Silence. I was thinking maybe Pint Size, but yeah, I think I might go with Pint Size just to be able to access these higher cost stuff earlier. I think I need some more early game creatures, so Mad Bomber would be quite a fun one to use. Because I feel that I'm tempted to have Senjin, but I'm going to go for Mind Control, I think. Now, the reasoning for that was that I feel that if we come up against any decks what kind of also control, then that's going to help a lot. Obviously, if I don't, then it's going to be not so great. I'm now evaluating how much Death Rattle we currently have. Currently, we have one card of Death Rattle. So, kind of, I would say Northshire is better for the draw potential. And because its raw stats are better. Out of these three picks, I'm going to go with a Temple Enforcer, I think, just to strengthen up our curve at the end. I suppose a 4 cost wouldn't be bad here. Then again, not sure. Tough one. I'll go with a second circle, I think, and I won't be going for any more circles, that's for sure. Shadow Word Death definitely in that situation. I realise that maybe I'm not enforcing all my choices. I think some of them are just kind of been explained through other cards I've mentioned and why I wouldn't use them. In this case, I think I'm going to go with Powered Shield to give obviously my Squire and Ulfshire, if I'm early on, sort of a bit more padding. And also throughout the game, I'm going to have a lot of choices where it's going to help out, as well as withdraw what's there, which helps. I won't pick Unstable because obviously, like I said, I don't know what I'm up against. It would be useless if I went against Control. If I went against some rush decks, obviously it would have some utility. Ironforge Rifleman's, I don't know. I don't think it has a lot to be said about it. It's kind of compared to other 3 costs. So I'm going to go with Powered Shield. Here, I think I'm going for a second Northshire to fortify my early game, as well as a Loot Hoarder to give me a lot of draw now. I think I'm going to start with strengthening my late game. Does Inner Fire have a lot of potential now? I would say it does, but I really need to start hitting that 4 spot, and that's 2 awesome cards to start to fit the bill. In this situation, I think I'm going to go with Gurabashi just because I can do more with it compared to Spiteful Smith, even though it's more risky to do so. I think I could give arguments to Raging Organ and Harvest Golem, but because Harvest Golem is more likely to give me more of an advantage, whereas Raging Organ is more of a gamble, I'm going to go with Harvest Golem. I think we need a Holy Nova, because we haven't got one yet, and it's just a great card to have. And do we want another Powered Shield? I think we will. This is a tough one. I don't think we really need a 3rd circle of healing. Dragonling Mechanic. They're all bad choices, and I think it's torn between these 2 rather than a 3rd circle. So I think I'm going to go with another 4 just because we could do with them. I think we're going to strengthen up our late game with Archmage and finish off with Injured Blade Master without a doubt to make use of them early circles. And we'll see how the games go. I don't know how well I do, hopefully well. I don't know how many parts I'll split this up to, probably 2, maybe 3, I don't know, it depends how well I do. I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible though, so that doesn't become too much of a problem.
Anduin versus Jaina.
So we're versing a mage.
You asked for it.
That's an interesting early opponent. I don't know why I said early. I think what I was going for there is he's got an ability which is going to aid him in the early game, mainly. But if I can manage to hold out until the later game, I should be okay because mine would kind of counteract him.
Hello.
Greetings. We haven't got a initial start card. However, I'm not too worried. Even though it would have been nice to have a Northshire there, you know. Doesn't matter too much. Question is, am I interested in getting a Dark Cultist? I think just because I don't want to do nothing, I will. It does give him a great trade, kind of. Well, it's a 1-for-1, plus he has to use that. But that's okay, I feel. He would have to waste a lot to take out my free cost. And he chooses not to, okay. feel that was kind of a rookie mistake. I don't know. He might not be a rookie. Might have just insulted him. Never mind. What can you say? I think the best thing to do here is just take advantage of the fact he didn't want to take it out. Stormwind Knight will be great next turn. I feel that he's going to get me a... He could potentially get me another trade. It depends if he actually bothers this time. And he has. I still feel it did work, so I'm happy with how it went. As much as I would like to do that... I don't know, I like to be mana efficient, to be honest. And just because I don't want him getting too many bonuses out of that, I will take it out. You can obviously hit it, but I'm fine with that. I could have played Circle there, that would have made sense, but I didn't. Because I just feel that it's fine to lose it here, it's no big deal. And now we can gain some advantage back. I don't want him gaining any advantage with that card. I feel that's the best way of playing that. You may have said that maybe that was a stupid move, Shadow Wording there, but I feel that the more advantage I can get out of my Ancient Blade Master, the better, especially since I haven't got any card draw so far. I'm kind of waiting on that. I think Fort Steel's definitely a contender depending on what I draw. You could say, oh, I'll just play the Archmage, but... I don't know, maybe it is the best thing to do.
Your turn to bleed.
On the basis of, I'm going to get a stronger Holy Nova, so potentially I could get a really good trade here in terms of getting a lot of value off Holy Nova, so that I'll get a heal as well.
Just me and Mr. Fight.
So straight away he's gone for a move which would benefit my Holy Nova. Is that all he's going for?
Your turn to bleed.
I feel that's the best way of doing it. If I'd hit his 1-3 and then hit into it, the Holy Nova would have kind of been pointless. And I feel that a board wipe's better than giving him any kind of cards to be left with. I am got the advantage in terms of board, life, and hand currently, which is nice. And he hasn't played anything which I would consider crazy at all, so that's good. So let's start by Fort Stealing. And I think we shall...
Your turn to bleed.
Shall we take them out? Yeah. Just because we can get a really nice draw out of this, I feel.
Is someone injured?
I don't know, maybe Circle's a bit of a waste there. That might be a better play. Invocan's kind of either take out my 1-3 or take out this in combination with that is what I'm talking about. I don't know. We kind of just need to start cycling through our deck now. The Unifier would be nice at some point, so we can make one of them 4/7s more threatening. That will be a 4/7 if it doesn't take it out, that is. I'm not worried about that at all because I can take it out, so it's no trouble at all. And he's going to opt to take out my Northshire, that's fine.
Your turn to bleed. Your turn to bleed.
I don't know what the best thing to do here is actually. Do I take the risk with Mad Bomber? Because if I do, I could gain a lot from it, but
Don't blink.
the risk is kind of not worth the reward. So I won't.
Is someone injured?
And then I think I'll go for healing him, because I'm going to have to do it if I want him at full. And then heal him completely, so I get a nice advantage. And then I think we will go for this move. Yeah, we'll go with the Imp Master, so it sets up my flesh-eating ghoul to be quite powerful next turn.
You win.
And we've got a win! 1 win down, 11 to go. Shouldn't be too hard, I hope. We'll see. So yeah, I don't know if Arena Avenger will be a weekly thing or not, I don't know. If it does, it'll be one a week, because I don't know, I just don't think it's that great of a content. But there you go. I thought I'd test it out, see what you guys thought of it. Because, you know, maybe you guys do enjoy it, I don't know. It's worth trying these things out, I suppose. But more in general, I'm trying to just experiment with loads of different Hearthstone content. Just to try and mix it up a bit. I'm going to shoot a first 4 every Friday, so that you can at least know that there's one coming every week. Put on a proper schedule.
Is someone injured?
God knows. I think in the 18, well, it's about 18 months, isn't it? I think. Yeah, 18 months next month. I've been doing this. I've just never been able to stick to a schedule. But, you know, hopefully I can juggle things a bit better. Make things just nicer in general, in my opinion. I wonder what he's going for here. Okay, Tauren Warrior. Yeah. It's kind of annoying. I mean, what's the best thing to do in this situation? Thinking if I hit it, healing myself back up, I get a card.
I must consider.
If I play this, he kind of has to deal with that. That's the way I'm thinking about this, you know. If he does have a way about taking him down, he'd at least have to know that this is kind of going to be a threat. If he doesn't deal with it. Ah! Inner fire, that'll make this game a lot easier.
Right away.
And he becomes a 3/3, so taking him out is not a problem. Or do we take that out? I think we'll take that out. Just so it doesn't get much of an advantage when I do this. I feel it'd be better to heal him. Just because my reasoning was he could have a Shadow Word Death and then healing him wasn't really worth doing. Whereas the 4-3 means that he has to kind of find a way around taking it out because he hasn't got immediate ways of taking it out. So he's gone with a 5-5, okay. There's no problem with that at all.
Right away.
Let's do it this way, I think. Play our injured Blade Master. Heal them both up so we get 2 more draws. It's a shame. That would have been useful if I managed to get out of range, but I didn't. So we'll take him out because removal's best in this situation. And I think if we play this, it's going to mean that I get a big advantage in terms of how much I can play next turn, which is going to be quite helpful. So I'm 3 cards ahead in terms of what I've drawn. I would say that he's going to have a tough time here because if he has a Shadow Word Death, he still has a 4-7 to deal with and a 2-2, which is going to get me a lot of bonuses. So it comes up with a 1-7. So Shadow Word Death would be a premium target here then to get. However, that's actually kind of useful. So we'll go with that.
Coming through. Right away.
And then
Your turn to bleed.
give him a bit extra health so that he's not in a Holy Smite range. So it's kind of getting worse as it goes along, and he's finding less and less ways of being able to deal with what I've got. Dealing with that's no problem. I'd rather heal that. And we'll play some Taunt. If he has a Shadow Word Pain, then that's fine. I still used up 2 mana and I need to have 5 left to try and deal with my board. The reason I healed that was so that it made him unable to use Holy Nova, say a Holy Smite combo. So you gotta try and work around what spells he could potentially have. And there's 40 gold, yay! We're up to 2 wins, no losses so far. So things are going well. The deck's working just as I'd want it to. The plan also is that I want a structure so that I have, say this came out on a Monday, so you had Monday Arena Avenger, then you had, say, First Thoughts on Friday, you had
Anduin versus
it shows, say, on Wednesday, which would be half hour.
Bring victory. The light shall burn you.
We want to toss a lot of that. And then that leaves open space for, say, Crazy Carp Show, which is kind of something that comes and goes whenever I find a game what sort of could make good content. I'd like, say, an ongoing show for that. Say an ongoing series even, for Crazy Carp Show on the weekends, that would be really nice. Leaving up Tuesday and on Thursday for maybe, say, an LP, so I could have, like, but I'd want to have the LP more or less done before I started it, so that I would kind of be ahead of the game with that, because I've always found in the past things don't go well when you just jump into it. Right, so here, if I just hit it, coin, heal, I feel like that was the best way to deal with it, because now you're going to have to heal, which should be good for me. So he plays Raging Warden. Shadow of Pain would be useful here. I'll get it though. Oh. This is a really big problem, I would say. Playing this and healing means that I've used up all my mana, and he will get a massive advantage in return.
Right away.
So I want to make it sort of tricky for him to do anything, so I'm going to do that. So that he can't immediately destroy anything with his Worgen, because that was the big thing I needed to think about. He can trade with Flesh Eating Ghoul, but he won't be able to get sort of a Wind Fury combo without hitting this and then say hitting me or hitting that, where I don't lose anything. Where he more or less gets a 1-for-1 and a bit of damage on another creature if he wants to do that. And I'm fine with that. Okay. So at least in that scenario I don't take damage. And I'm fine letting that be an escape though. However, let's come up with quite a clever move there. Credit where credit's due. Maybe this is going to be my Kryptonite versus Priest. But we'll see. See what his follow-up play is. Because I think what's likely to happen here is powered shield into this, hit it, play Northshire Cleric and heal. That's the likely play, depending on what else he does. It goes with Loot Hoarder. I wouldn't say that's a card what's threatening at all. So I think I'll go ahead with my play, because it seems like a really strong play here.
Someone injured?
Especially since I'll be able to take out Northshire Cleric with Loot Hoarder unless he decides to trade with into Flesh Eating Ghoul. I don't want to play my Circle of Healing here. I'm happy with how the game is currently. I think I've gone into a lot more cards than him, so it's going to be work in my favour. Has he got a Holy Smite? Oh. Okay, so it's going on the look. Could have been worse. Gives Circle of Healing a reason to be played.
X marks the spot.
Do I want to play it? I might draw into Fen Creep, in which case I'd be quite happy. Ooh. That Mountain Giant would be quite annoying for him. Let's go with the play what will annoy him.
Protects me.
And then we will take out. We'll take out this so that Holy Nova doesn't do much for him. I feel I've maintained control of this game really well. That Mountain Giant's gonna pay big dividends here unless he has a Shadow Word Death, in which case he's got 3 mana left to try and deal with this. Which if he trades then I'm happy. I would say I've got this game under control.
I wonder.
We'll see though. So he's thinking about it, and to be fair, that's... with a turn like this, I'd say it's quite crucial that he plays it right. Otherwise, it will just kind of go one-sided from there.
Damn, stand ready.
Right, so... I think the best play here is... Do I just hit him? If I play this... I still won't feel comfortable doing that with this around. Just because of any crazy antics he would try to pull with it. I'd rather do that, because then I feel a lot more safe. With the fact that he wouldn't be able to get a crazy card out of destroying this, then hitting with his Worgen. You know, it could easily make it out of control, which I think he had a plan with it, and was hoping I'd just go for face. I just feel that whenever I leave Worgen, things go out of control fast. So I'd rather kind of not allow that to happen. I can't Shadow Word Death it because it's stealth, which is a shame. However, we can heal, which we will. We're up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Huh. So we can't really go for Fort Steel. You only live once. And we'll play Pint-Sized Summoner so that we get a very nice set of damage go through there. That's 14 damage we hit for there. And we have this, which will allow us to get even more cards out than we would normally be able to. Unless you manage to take it out, obviously. I'm kind of trying to make sure that I get as many benefits in a turn as possible. And equally as crucially make sure that if things don't go well with the cards I've currently got, there's some cards on the field which would give me bonuses to get me back in the game. So I did get that Shadow Word Death. Now, I'm considering, is Shadow Word Death okay to play here? When, you know, I can obviously take it out. And we will soon see.
Embrace the
Huh.
void.
Huh. Let's give me some food for thought, definitely. We can hit for 4. Do we Shadow Word Death? Is that just your first minion? Yeah, first minion. I think we'll go with Boulder Fist. Shadow Word Death. This way,
I fight.
it means that he kind of has to deal with this. Now I know that Shadow Word, Circle of Healing might be a thing. I mean, he trades over, and that's fine. It still leaves me with a 1-1 though, so I've still got something out of that. And you would have to invest a lot of cards to do that, so I'm happy with it. And I've got a Mind Control waiting in the wings, if, you know, he plays something big.
Must consider.
Obviously, it's not going to be next time I play it, but I know that that's kind of the safety net if he has a big card coming up. I was in two minds about that Tiger play, but I feel it was more beneficial to be able to have these minions, so that if he doesn't have Circle of Healing, it would be tricky for him. So his first play is Shadow Madness for 4 mana. He's now able to take out my Boulder Fist, but it will cost him both his minions and lesser heal. So what's his play? That seems to be the play he's going for. Okay, I'm fine with that. Cost him way more than it cost when it's costing me, so I'm happy with that. And I think I'm going to just amp up the pressure even more, just because I can. Can I finish him off? I can do 6 damage. 8. No. So we shall just play more minions, I suppose, and we'll take out that.
Right away.
Because it's better to know that he can't get any crazy combos done. I have a hand where it's better to play control because I know I'll win just basically by beating him down.
Let me change.
That's not going to do much for him. I mean, it's nice to know he's got that advantage going for him in terms of being able to say, well, I can kind of do this, I can kind of do that. I can do 6. Huh. I've nearly got enough. I could risk Mad Bomber, but I don't know. Let's just continue to control the board. And you may make arguments saying, well, you could just easily just peck away at him and you basically nearly beat him. But I just feel that this is the smart thing to do. I feel that obviously we're getting to that point where we might start fatiguing if we're not careful, but I'm really not bothered because, you know, I know that I'm in a preferential spot and it's unlikely that he's going to be able to keep it up. See? There we go. That's what we want to see. Yet to lose, which is good. What's that, 3-0 now? Doing well. I'll probably have to try and fit in the rest of Nat's attack in terms of heroic mode stuff I've not covered. Channel scored for quite the wayside for a while, but I'm just back on track.
Anduin versus Throw.
For Doomhammer.
The light shall bring victory.
I don't know what I'm versing, that's the problem. I think we'll keep the Shadow Word Pain and the Argent and we'll go from there. I think the Shadow Word Pain was worth keeping there. And we'll see what the Shaman has got to play with. And he isn't playing anything, so we're going to take advantage of that with Pipe Size, who, if he stays around, will be able to give me a flesh-eating ghoul for 2, which wouldn't really do anything. And he's killing me. Okay, I'm fine with that. Because I'm going to play my flesh-eating ghoul.
I fight.
And I have to come up with an additional 1 damage from somewhere with 2 mana. So he doesn't have an additional 2. It's annoying that he's going to be able to get that boost. Huh. And so I've got to kind of take it out.
Fight.
It's not a preferential trade, but it's a trade I have to make. Because if I left it, then... Well, it could have traded back, but I just didn't feel it was best to do that. So you can silence my 5/5. And we will retaliate with Gorobashi. See what it does from there. At the minute, he seems to have a big advantage over me in terms of cards. What's... Huh. No, he's just playing really well here. I'm not getting... Oh, wow. That is a massive blow. What is going... It's just going wrong. In a massive way. We'll probably get it go wrong here as well because he'll just attack into it and I won't get a benefit out of that. I'm just hemorrhaging cards really fast and he's just gaining more and more momentum. And now here's a Twilight Drake. That's not helping.
Mind if I roll knee?
I just don't know what to do here. It's not going well. See where it goes from here.
What to do?
But I'm really not holding up hope for this game. It seems like it's one we've lost. It would take a miracle to manage to make it back from this. It seems to very fastly just gone in his favour.
Stand ready.
I suppose it happens sometimes. Let's see where it goes from here. These Shadow Word Death can take out that 7/7. That's my turn. It's tough. I think Mountain Giants are likely going to be my play next turn. The worrying thing is what it's holding. It's probably got Bloodlust waiting in the wings.
Is my shield.
Just to annoy me. If he did have a Bloodlust, which I bet he does. Things wouldn't go well from there. I know he's going to just take it out, but what can I do? That's if you don't have Bloodlust to just wipe me out. I don't know, what would it do so far? 3, 7, 14, 17, 24. He'd be one off. Currently.
What to do?
Things are not looking good. There's Stormwind Knight. However, chucking into that sword, what's his follow-up? Oh, okay. It's great. It's a shame, because if he'd attacked with that, then at least I would have got a good mind control. But obviously, he knows what he's doing here. I think doing that's the best thing to do here, though. Well, I kind of known this was a losing battle from the minute he managed to get a good trade out of it, my flesh-eating ghoul. Since then, it seems to have not gone well. So I suppose sometimes you just don't get the draws, and that's just the way it goes. Might just rage quit. Don't know if it's worth carrying on the charade of maybe I'll get back in the game. Well, let's see, can do enough damage to beat me here. Just for fun, I'll see what I would draw.
Ready for this?
Yeah, nothing of use. So that's his game.
Job's done.
Our first
You
loss.
have bested me.
Not great. See how it goes from here.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
we will scrap the entire hand. And we're versing Jaina, so we'll see how this goes. It might bring us back on a winning streak, or our losing streak might continue. Obviously, one of them things is going to happen. Point size is probably our best play next turn. See what we get though. Do we want to shadow word that? I think we will. I don't want to risk it snowballing out of control. What's he playing? Oh, it's his shading axe runners. Good for him. I swear, this game.
Is someone injured? Summoning portal open.
We haven't got anything to deal with that at the moment, which is annoying. But sort of what's it called? Shadow Work Plane would have been a good counter. Oh, let's hope it misses. Of course it didn't. So important.
Coming through.
Let's see if he has a crossbow. If he don't, I might be able to regain some control. Okay, so that's okay. And he quite foolishly attacked. I don't want you to spiral out of control. So you won't. Do I prefer this? Or would I prefer to go with Loot Hoarder and a heal? I'll go with this. Just because he'll probably ping that and attack into that, and I might be able to get a lucky Holy Nova out of it. If he doesn't play anything else to back it up, I'll just go with Stormwind. We'll see. Stormwind it is.
For the king! For honor!
Let's get the real heal going. Maybe it will work better that way. So if I just healed it for 2, then it would put it on a 2-3. Frostbolt might have been an option for him. At least this I can get some draw if he decides to take it out with his ping.
What to do? Someday I'll be just like you.
We'll see what it does. Once again, that's weird because, yeah, I was going to say. Gives me an excuse to use Holy Nova though. It's annoying I didn't have one more mana to make that work. Yeah, I've no problem even using that. What's the deck situation looking like? Okay. So it's 4-4, and he's... And I've used up one more card.
I am the blade of the gods.
So I'm thinking Shadow Word Death would be a good card to play here. Fort Steel, so he gets some card advantage going. And do that. So it's a clever way to gain some sort of semblance of control. So he's trying to set up a...
For honor.
I'm wondering, do I play Mad Bomber in case he has a mirror entity?
Wanna blow something up?
So it isn't a mirror entity, okay. hit in case it's vaporized.
Honor.
So it's not. I'm going to go with duplicate heal, because I have a feeling he's trying to get a good flame strike going. Don't know what happened there. I was like, randomly just went into a flame streak. So now I get 2 map bonus. I'm happy with that. And Mountain Giant isn't a bad call here, I wouldn't say. Followed by a healer, I think. He's going to have a bit of trouble now, I imagine, if he doesn't have polymorph. So I'll take it he doesn't now. Might have a way to freeze it, maybe. No, nothing. Fine. You can pay the price then.
Truth is mine.
What has he possibly got in his hand then? Let's see what he does now. So that means if he's like building up a combo, that kind of stops it to a point. Uses Owl and then Blizzards, okay. Right, so he's trying to get another flame strike going. Okay. I get what you're doing.
I've got a hit.
Okay, so it duplicates 2 hours. It could have been a lot worse. So let's just heal again. And just in case he's got flame strike, I'll stop it there. So I don't really want to overextend here, so that's totally fine.
I smell.
So there's that flame strike. So he isn't crossbody, okay. Ah! There's a nice card to
Is
see.
someone injured?
Then we'll play. Let's put a bit of risk going, because it might go benefit. Yes!
Something up?
I don't even mind if it did 2 damage to me. That went really well. And if he has another flame strike, I at least escape with a pen creeper. Yes! Back on a win streak. The deck's doing well. It's what we wanted.